Welcome back everyone to video 3 of the parade composition lesson. So we have Sarah here to help us again. I wanted to go over the materials that we need to start the lesson. So you need a pencil, you need an eraser,
or if you have an eraser on your pencil,
a black Sharpie, you need your coloring materials.
You can pause it to go get them.
Sarah's reminding you, you can pause to go get your supplies if you need them. Either markers, color crayons, color pencils. You can either do the, hang on a second, you can either do the fine or the broad or a mixture of both. And you need your artwork from the last video ready to go.
This is...
Okay? This is where I left off right here.
I left off the same.
And you left off the same. Sarah's going to go ahead and read what she has read the last 2 videos just to remind us about having a good attitude, okay, with art.
Number 1, always try your best. Number 2, if you get frustrated, take a deep breath. Count to 10, take a deep breath, and try again. Number 3, everyone's art will turn out differently. Your artwork is uniquely yours. Number 4, art is not perfect.
Awesome. Thank you for the reminder, Sarah. Okay, if you still have your stencils from last time, that's great. We don't need them anymore. You can keep them in a safe spot, keepsake for yourself, or you can recycle them. All right, so we ended right here. We're going to keep going. Just a reminder of what's left. We're going to be doing our people in the background, our crowd, and then we're going to be coloring, okay?
And sharpening.
Tracing it with the Sharpie and then coloring. Okay, so go ahead and get your pencils out.
First, if you do that, then it will kind of blend into you.
So get out your pencils. I'm going to use a Sharpie so that you can see my lines better. And you're going to just start drawing your crowd. You're going to start drawing adults and children, people of all sizes and ages and all, you know, everything that everybody.
And in the windows.
You can draw them in the windows looking out. You can draw them here, down here on the street. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start drawing some people over here, maybe here, and maybe some in the windows. Okay? All right. I'm going to start with pencil because I'm going to Sharpie over. So
yeah, you guys can fast forward.
if you want to stop and fast forward here, you can.
Okay.
I'm doing a woman here.
I'm doing a woman that has a lot of hair.
Sarah's doing a woman with a lot of hair.
Oh, I was about to color it. Well,
Oh yeah, we don't need to color in
I did color it in a little bit, but I can.
Okay.
I can barely even see that long.
I know. I'm gonna go ahead and be doing Sharpie over this so that everybody can see.
It looks like you're drawing nothing.
I know. Watch. Okay. So if you want to follow along with me, if you're curious on how to do a woman figure, I start up here with the hair. So there's the top of my head with the hair. And I'm going to come in and then frame her face with the hair. And then come out and give her a shirt. And here's her shirt. I decided to give this woman a long dress. And then here's the arms coming out with some hands. And I'm not going to fill in her face yet because I can do that when I start coloring in.
I want to show them how I draw this woman.
Okay, so here's my woman. Sure. Here's Sarah's figures in her window, in the window.
She's like,
Okay.
wow.
We're going to be coloring these in with our coloring supplies after. you can, this woman's arms are down, you can have them waving at the crowd if you wanted to. I'm going to draw a small child with this woman here.
There's.
And this child's going to be waving at them, since I said something about waving.
Are you going to do the eyes or a different color?
I don't think I'm going to do the eyes yet. Okay, so here I'm going to have this child waving.
I'm only doing
And I'm gonna give her like some curly hair.
I'm doing the people right now with in the windows right now, but
Okay, Sarah's doing her windows. She's almost done. She has 4 windows, and then she's gonna do some people on the street. Okay.
correct.
I'm gonna do a little kiddo right here.
Oh, you're drawing them in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, are they like far, like not in front of them?
The crowd is gonna be behind the band watching from the curb.
Oh, okay.
So here is this kiddo. Okay, I'm not doing any faces yet.
I did.
So you can go ahead and just keep doing all the people all over, okay? Once you're done with the people in your audience, I'm going to show you an example right here. Once you're done with the people in your audience,
My, that looks like a word problem.
you can go ahead and pause it there to get a good picture
Yeah.
and look at it. Once you're done with that, we're going to start the coloring part, okay?
Wait, no, tracing first?
Oh gosh, you're right. I've already traced mine. So once you're done with that, you're gonna trace with Sharpie. So you're gonna get out your Sharpie and you're gonna trace all around. So if you're still working on your people, I want you to pause the video now. And once you're done with all the penciling of all the people, I want you to hit play. And you'll be back to where Sarah and I are.
Yeah. Almost.
Sarah's still working on hers. Okay, so now the next part, now that you've pressed play and you're back, I want you to grab your black Sharpie and I want you to start tracing your band members.
Oh, I'm just going to tell you that. I'm going to do the hair curly with the color.
Okay.
Not right now.
So if there are parts of your people that you want to add color to, like the hair or the eyes that you feel like doing the black Sharpie around will mess that up, you don't have to black Sharpie that. So we're going to start with the band members and start with the ones all the way to the side and just work your way across the paper and you're going to start tracing.
People keep texting you.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and trace. And when you're done, I'd like you to unpause the video so that we can get on to the coloring part. Okay, and I'm going to get some color markers out because mine is really large. Mine is super large, so I'm going to use some of these big markers. Okay. So if you're done drawing and if you're done sharpening and you've pressed play again and you're back with me, it might have taken you a while. You might have finished it yesterday and you're back again today. I'm going to show you how I usually work with markers. Markers can get really messy on the sides of your hands. So my advice, if you are right-handed, I'm right-handed, you start all the way over to the left side of your paper and you work your way to the right. When you do that, the pen does not smudge on your hand. if you're left-handed, you start all the way on the right side and you move to the left, okay? Right hand, you move from left to right. Left hand, you move from right to left, okay? So, we're gonna start with the street. We're gonna start with black or gray, whatever you have. And I'm gonna teach you how to do some broad strokes so that you're not coloring like this the whole entire time, okay? So start at the very, very bottom, and you're just gonna do broad strokes all the way across.
Wait, aren't you supposed to do trace?
Yes, I told the class to come to trace, pause the video, trace, and unpause the video and come back to this.
So what do I do?
So you're gonna trace. That's the part that you're on, right?
They're on the marker.
They're onto markers, yes.
But
And you are tracing, which is fine. Okay, I'm gonna just do broad strokes all the way across. Broad strokes.
Mine, I couldn't see right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And speaking of not getting it on your hand, now that I'm thinking of it, it might be best to start up top with your road. Okay? And see how there's the figure here? What I do with my marker is I trace around the figure. Nice, big area around the figure so that I can do these big, broad strokes.
Mommy, even if you messed up on Sharpie, you could do whiteout.
Oh, we're going to stay away from whiteout with Sharpie.
No, but what if you messed up through a line and you didn't like it?
And you didn't like it, then you just have to take a deep breath and accept it. Okay, so see how I traced big, broad borders around the feet here? That helps so that when you're doing these big, broad strokes, you don't run into the legs. So I'm going to just go all the way around.
And Mommy, at the end when you're done tracing, you can, erase the parts that a little bit of pencil.
Yeah, if you want to, you can go back and erase your pencil marks from after you're done tracing with your Sharpie. So I'm going to go around making big borders.
This is going to be hard tracing.
This takes quite a bit of time. Okay. I'm going to go all the way across doing these big borders.
Oh my gosh, doing the eye is hard.
If the eye is too small, Sarah, then you can you don't have to do a Sharpie. You can just wait till you're using color markers.
Look, I already did the eye.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, it's hard.
All right.
Okay, next.
All the way across. Okay.
I bet I'm gonna start. Mommy, I bet I'm gonna start doing marker when we're just.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna go grab a thinner Sharpie real quick. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay. You and so I'm almost done. Okay. You're back.
If you want to use that for the thinner areas, that's fine.
Oh, clue.
Okay. All right. So now that you have your the bottom part right here all nice and outlined, now it's a good idea to take your marker and do broad strokes all the way across.
Mommy, we gotta hurry up.
Okay. All right. broad strokes all the way across. And that makes it so that I don't have to sit there and color like this the whole time. Just nice broad strokes. Okay, all the way across.
I'm using the thin Sharpie because the hair is right by the eye.
Oh, there you go. Good. And I'm trying to avoid getting the marker on my hand. Okay, I'm just doing big broad strokes all the way across, and I'll be done with my road very soon. If you need to pause, take a break, you can take a break. If you need to shake your hands out, shake your hands out. Okay. All right, and even coming off to the side, I should do some broad strokes going down. All right.
Okay.
How are you doing with your tracing? Oh, good, Sarah, you're doing great.
I'm almost done. I'm doing the third 14%.
Okay. So Sarah's working on her tracing with her Sharpie.
Because I couldn't pause.
Because she can't pause. That's true. I'm doing my thick strokes across for my street. All right. This is the most time-consuming part of the whole thing, is the coloring in.
It takes a long time.
It takes time and patience. Okay, I'm done with this part. Okay, that's it. All right, keep going, Sarah. You're doing great. Okay, I'm going to keep doing my broad strokes across.
Okay, Mom, I'm doing the instrument on this guy.
You're doing the instruments now?
On the last.
Tracing with your Sharpie?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, normally in class this would take a couple sessions to complete, just because of how much work is involved.
Mom, I'm gonna trace the road, even though I'm gonna color it in black. So.
Okay. I'm towards the end of my road here. Big broad strokes.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm going to check in on Sarah in a second here. I'm almost done with my road. Big broad strokes all the way across.
They're probably already done because they might go faster than me. Like, do we have to trace our people?
You might not want to trace the people if they're too small.
Yeah, I'm not gonna trace. Like,
You might just want to color them in. Okay. So
okay, I'm on to coloring.
Okay, let's show them. Let's show them yours.
I'm
Trace.
not gonna trace
The small people. Okay.
but
So
this guy is not bald because I'm gonna add hair with the colors. So.
Okay.
And that girl and that girl.
Okay, awesome. So Sarah's done her tracing. She's about ready to start her coloring in, and then she'll be done with her lesson. I'm gonna wrap it up here because I don't think you need to watch me coloring in every single part of mine. Just use the strategies that I was talking about. outline when you're going to do the big broad strokes, when there's going to be one color of something, just outline it around and then do the actual
I'm gonna color in after we
go for it.
this.
And then go ahead and do the actual sweeping of it. So I'll give you one more example. I'm going to do a sky up here. So I'm going to do a broad outline of my
I'm
buildings.
gonna do sky. No, I'm gonna do that. Wait,
I'm going to do my buildings. I'm going to outline my buildings first. Like that. Outline all my buildings going up and down the edge of them. Sarah's onto her road.
You'll hear me coloring.
They can hear you coloring. Okay, I'm going to do this big broad tracing so that I don't overlap my colors. Okay, and now I can do the big broad sweeping again. Okay, so my road and my sky, it's a lot of area. That's just going to be one color. So I'm going to do all that first. So big broad strokes across. Oh, I can do it here too. The edge of my paper. All right, how you doing, Sarah?
Good.
All right, big broad strokes all the way across.
Okay, Mama.
Can I show them? That's fine. Can I show them how you're doing those big broad strokes?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah's using that strategy.
I'm
Okay.
going like across and then I'm gonna color it in.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna color it in here.
Okay, that's going to be your curve.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just doing big broad strokes all the way across.
Ooh.
See how quickly I can do that when I've outlined everything?
Yeah, I'm outlining them right now, but I already just finished outlining.
If you wanted to have included like some clouds or a sun in your sky, you could have done that too. It's up to you. Big broad strokes all the way across.
Okay.
All right. When I'm done with this area right here, I think I'm going to say something about the curve.
You're gonna draw the curve?
No, the curve is there. I'm going to say something about, give a suggestion to differentiate between the curb and the street.
Oh yeah, the curve.
So the curb is usually part of the cement, and cement is usually gray
Not black.
or white. So what I would do to differentiate between the curb and the street is I would do broad sweeping strokes of the gray across.
What was that?
It's this, actually for work, it's just
So I'm done with my
Money because we're making money.
street. Right there. That's my street. I'm gonna keep going.
Oh, you're done with, okay. So I'm going to hand this off to Sarah because she's going to probably need the gray for her
I'm gonna do a blue background like
her curb.
there. No. Okay.
All right, Sarah, here, I'll hand you the gray. Okay, so give that to Sarah and I'll keep doing the road. So the next thing you want to really focus on after you do all the areas with the big broad strokes and you have all those areas colored in and you're ready to do the really fine details of your people, the 3 marching band members, or 4 if you did 4, and then all the people, you want to start coloring them in. And remember, the uniforms of the marching band members are going to all be the same. So if you look at Sammy's, he did blue shoes, red pants, a blue stripe, a white stripe, red shirts, blue mittens, red hats, and then he did this cool little pattern coming down the arms. Okay, so try to get your marching band members' uniforms to be all similar, so that it's truly representative of what most marching band members look like. And then go ahead and color in your people and the rest of your background. When you're done with that, you're done with the lesson. And I think we're going to end it here. Sarah, you want to show them where you are?
Wait, I'm almost done with the curve.
Okay, she's going to finish her curve, and then we're going to show you where Sarah is. And then we're going to go ahead and stop the video, and you guys can finish it up. I'd like you guys to finish this up by the end of the month so that you can bring it to the October drop-off so that I can have them ready to start putting your portfolios together.
They're probably going to finish it like in a week or so.
In a week or so? Okay. Okay, so this is where Sarah is, and she's just going to keep going until she's totally done coloring it in. No white spots unless it's meant to be white, like the whites of the eyes or something. Or
They're like seaweed. I don't see any white except the eyes.
yeah, and then the part of the uniform that he wanted to have white. So color it all in very, very neatly and nicely. Do your very, very best. Make sure that you have your name written on the back, and turn it in at the October turn-in date or material pickup date. Please don't forget to write your name on the back. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the end of this art lesson and enjoy coloring the rest of everything, and we will see you for the next one. Okay, bye.